Community Hotline is made possible with generous support by Gresham Ford, the dealer with a heart. The Contribute to the Community program provides opportunity for the Gresham Ford team to make a positive impact, serving their customers and helping people across the community. And by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels.
Hi and welcome to Community Hotline. I'm Monica Weitzel. I'm your host tonight, and tonight we're going to be talking with nonprofits who are doing amazing things in the community, and we'll be talking with schools, institutions. Tonight we're going to start out talking with Matt Ross, who is the principal of Open School East. It's a pleasure to have you here tonight.
Thank you.
Welcome.
It's a pleasure to be here.
So, as the principal of Open School East, you obviously have a big job. Were you involved at the other location in Portland, or is this your first involvement with Open School?
I was involved at Open School North some years back. I think it started in 2008. I taught math there for several years.
Oh, you were a math teacher.
Yes.
Huh? Okay. Okay, now I'm familiar with it because I lived in the North Portland area, and I remember when it was originally Open Meadow, I believe. Is that right?
It was Open Meadow.
Yeah.
We started in 1971.
Yeah, yeah.
I believe we're the oldest alternative school in Oregon. In fact, we're technically a private alternative, and started in 1971, was Open Meadow. I want to say about 5 or 6 years ago, we changed our name to Open School.
Open School. So it's not a part of the Portland public school system, is that right? Or is it, it's a separate?
It is. It's registered as an accredited private alternative.
Okay,
yeah.
okay. There's so many different
it's
designations. It's confusing. But it is now a college prep school, is that right?
Open School East is a college prep school.
It is a college prep school.
Yeah.
Because I think when it first started, way back in North Portland, that wasn't the intention of it. Wasn't it mostly middle schoolers back then, I think?
We had middle school came a little bit later, but we started with high schools, and we were had a big focus on graduating students and then having career readiness.
Okay, so there's some vocational component to it?
Yes, definitely.
Okay,
Yep.
So how has that changed, and how is that different at Open School East? What's the focus here?
Over the many years, one of the things that we learned is that we were getting students too late. That is, if we were getting students in the 8th or 9th grade or sometime in the 10th grade, and they were coming in at the 3rd or 4th grade level, it was taking us a long time to get them caught up, and we would catch them up to be able to graduate high school, but they weren't ready for college. So we learned now our focus is to get students in the 7th grade, keep them through year 12, and have them not only caught up to the big grade level, but to get ahead academically so that when they get to college, they do well in college and are successful after that as well.
Have you had enough years with that program to know whether or not it's been a success?
We've had success in our high school that was in North Portland, and we certainly have tons of success with our Step Up program, which is in a few high schools out in Portland. The Open School East is in its 3rd year. We have 7th, 8th, and 9th graders right now. So we're growing by grade level every year until we get to year 12.
Okay. You have a brand new building.
We have a beautiful, beautiful brand new building.
It is very impressive, and I think that you brought some pictures, and some of them show a little bit of the building. So when they get a chance, maybe they can bring those up on the screen.
Okay.
I had the
That
pleasure
sounds
of being
good.
able to take a little tour through it. I was very impressed.
It's a beautiful
really,
school.
really
Yeah,
nice facility.
we're excited about it.
Yeah. So how many students are there?
Right now we have 135 students.
Okay.
When we're at full capacity, grades 7 through 12, we'll have 270 students.
There we go. Look at that. I love that.
Yes, yep, that is a beautiful shot of our school in full motion. That commons area in the middle there is where we start our mornings every day.
Like everybody?
Everyone starts there every morning. We have a few announcements, and we do a poem called In Lakesh. And In Lakesh is a part of our school culture. And at the core of it is community. And In Lakesh is Tu eres mi otro yo, you are my other me. And so that we see each other as our other selves. And we know that if I do something positive in the community, then it has a positive impact on the people around me. If I do something that has negative consequences, it has a negative consequence. And so we start off there in the morning. Our counselor, Ethan Thrower, we are doing really good heart work.
A lot of hugs going around the school.
A lot of hugs, yes.
I get the feeling that
We're really relationship based. Now, this was on the first day of school, and we were
by the basketball courts out there.
Yes, welcoming students into the classroom, into this building rather, on the first day of school. We had community members, donors, teachers, advocates, bringing students in. We have some more. These were 7th graders this past year, good friends, and they are.
They almost look like they could be sisters, don't they?
Thriving, their eyes do, don't they?
Yeah. Oh, that's great.
So,
it's the school, the whole the architecture of the school and the way it's set up it's really welcoming. And when I saw that open area there, I thought, I bet this is where they get everybody together. I just assumed that because it's a perfect place to start your day. Yeah. So when you're choosing teachers for the school, do you look for teachers that are different than maybe that you would hire at other schools? I mean, what do you look for in a teacher to be part of this sort of a community? Because it's a little bit different, isn't it?
It is. It definitely is different. And we live by the model that different does not mean deficient. It's just different. And so one of the things that we do look for when we look for teachers is flexibility. So we look for teachers who have traditional training, but we're going to add additional training to that. We do tons of training at Open School.
Oh, do you? Good.
Yeah,
Good.
we do tons of training.
I wondered about that because as I was kind of checking out your website, one thing that really caught my eye was this formula that said academics plus equity plus advocacy equals impact.
Yes.
That's great. I really like that. Academics, I get that. That's kind of a given. How do you build equity into working with the kids? How does that work?
Yep. One of the ways that we build equity into our culture is through providing students with what they need. So we try to meet students where they're at and provide the needs of that individual student. And that's where we see equity. So everyone may show up with a little bit different need, and we try to meet that. Many of our students come to us having been ostracized in the public system and not fit in the public system. And so our culture is to academically meet that student and also socially and emotionally meet that student. So we have counselors, we have advocates. Every student at our school has an advocate in addition to a counselor that we work with students so that they are learning the soft skills and the academic skills
That's
to
going
be
to
able
help
to
them
be
be
successful
in life, not just in school.
Right.
It's hard to do that without really getting to know those kids. I mean, you really have to dig deep and kind of know their background, their families, that kind of thing.
Right.
Do you have the ability to do that?
We do. We do have that ability to do that. We're relationship based. a school, an organization, and so we spend a lot of time with students. We actually have an extended day. We start at 9:15 and end at 4:15, so we're at school longer than your traditional school.
Right.
A lot of that is for academic purposes to catch up and get ahead, but we're also doing during that time is building relationships, and so we see families as experts on their children, so we do a lot of family advocacy, a lot of student advocacy, where we're spending time building relationships, building connections, building interactions with our students and our staff.
Explain to me when you say advocacy, what exactly are you talking about? You said there's an advocate for every student.
Yeah.
What kinds of things are they providing for us?
So advocates, we have a class called Advocate. Every student has a class called Advocate that they have every year that they're with our program.
Okay.
We also, so every student has an advocate, so teachers are not just teachers at our school, they're teacher advocates.
Okay.
And so every teacher has a caseload, as it were, of about 15 students, where those are their students. That's their small group of students.
They really
advocates.
Get to know.
They spend time with every day. They share stories with. They share intimate details with. The advocates do home visits with families.
Wow.
They go on field trips with families, small and large field trips with families. We do
impressive.
some case management with them. So the advocate has a really unique relationship with the student and the family.
So they're going to know if there's some issues that, it could be an issue of, dad just got laid off and so they don't have money, or, or maybe they've lost their place to live, or, those kind of things, or something that's much smaller, they would have a better handle on knowing, because those things all affect any student in their, academically and personally, emotionally, and all that. So
when students show up, having had that advocacy and that advocate being in their lives, the student shows up and say, for instance, dad did lose their job, and the advocate's been in contact, they communicate that with the rest of the staff, so that when we see behaviors, we're not shocked by the behavior, and we can have empathy, and then try to meet the need of the student, maybe be able to pull the student to talk to someone, giving some encouragement, maybe even looking for resources. We have a family advocate, who is a staff member that we have that looks for resources and helps students find and families find resources. So the advocate that works with different people in our organization to meet that need.
That's right.
So
That's great. I bet you have some good community partners too.
We
to help
do.
you with that.
Yeah.
Now you brought a video also that I believe students kind of talking about their
Yeah,
experience.
there's some students and some advocates in there with that. So we talked a lot about advocacy, and this is, you'll be able to see students with their advocate and some of the relationships that are
Perfect. I think
going
we
on
should
in
roll
that.
that now.
Let's do it.
Okay.
What do you think makes open school special? Makes us special?
I mean, we have amazing kids.
I feel like the staff are like all picked out from like a giant like honeypot of just amazing people.
They're gonna help me get to college and through college.
Open school is like my backbone.
Tell us about Open School Kid. What's a real Open School Kid? You. Right. Well said. I couldn't have said it any better, man.
I've went from like not being in class to most of my day sitting in class doing my work.
When I transitioned, like not just changing my name, but like changing my pronouns, getting like a binder and stuff, that was all here, like with my people.
I mean, but I'm the best student. You can't lie. I'm the best. Thank you. Thank you.
The first reason why I like Lit Circle is because I got an A.
No, I knew I would be this mature, but I didn't think I would be this mature this fast.
It's like, I got an A.
You deserve that A. You deserve that A, man.
You as a student, you teach me too.
You're not living unless you're learning.
Hey, ooh, that's a bar. You're not living unless you're learning.
It's true though.
That's dope.
Why are you lying? Everything we do is serious.
So what is at the heart of the advocate-student relationship?
I never really had anybody that was like an adult that I connected with.
I think we trust each other.
Yeah,
I mean, Ethan, you're one of not just like my counselor, but family.
The lessons you have taught me in your short time here have been really profound.
I feel like I kind of want to be like you when I'm older.
It warms my heart, bro. That's real.
But,
thanks, bro.
Yeah, you just inspire me to be the best person I can be.
But I think like an advocate is someone who loves somebody.
So when you have dreams, is school about dreams or is it about putting down dreams?
Like making dreams come true.
When you come in every day, I know that you're trying to work on whatever it is you're trying to work on to be successful. What are you trying to work on?
Getting through middle school, going to high school, going to college. Open's a place that's gonna get people to college for sure, but it's really a social justice school.
Okay.
Why do we matter?
Because we matter.
Right. You matter.
I love you.
I love you too. Thank you, because you've helped me figure out what I want to do in life.
Wow, that was powerful.
Very, very powerful.
Some of those kids, and they had all the lines. I was like, what is it? You're not living unless you're learning.
Yes,
and,
yes,
oh my gosh.
yes.
That's very, very powerful. You
Very
can see the
thoughtful.
love and the connection there.
Yeah.
It makes me want to go back to high school.
Right.
There.
But this is the advocacy we were talking
Yeah,
about. That's
it's
what it is
beautiful.
about.
I mean,
Yeah.
that can make all the difference in the world, in the life of a student.
Yep.
Yeah. I mean, and just having somebody believing in them and being on their side. Kids have parents, and that's obviously super, super important. But having somebody outside of the family that feels that way about you is very powerful.
Very powerful.
So before I let you go here, tell me if somebody out there is watching this and they think, I think my kid would do better there. What do they need to do?
They need to contact me, and then I could put them in a position to be enrolled or not. There's a process that we have to do.
So we'll have your information on the screen, so people can contact you, ask questions. Can parents or prospective students come and tour the school? Or
yes, this summer we're at the school just about every day.
Okay.
To call, the phone number should be there.
Yeah.
We're at the school. Come take a tour.
Okay.
You'll be able to meet some staff members, meet myself.
Good.
We'll be there.
Good.
Doing work, getting ready.
Yeah. It sounds like you're doing amazing work, and I'm really, really glad that you're out here in East County now. I know you're still doing great work in Portland, but it's nice that you're back out here.
We're really excited to be here. There's a lot of work to be done, and we're ready to do it.
Good, perfect.
Good.
Thank you so much.
Thanks for having me. It's been a pleasure.
Appreciate it. Thanks for watching this first segment of Community Hotline. Check out Open School. Go to their website. Watch some other videos they have on there. Try not to get choked up like I do. It's a really worthy organization. And don't go away. We'll be right back with more of Community Hotline.
With generous support by Gresham Ford, the dealer with a heart. The Contribute to the Community program provides opportunity for the Gresham Ford team to make a positive impact, serving their customers and helping people across the community. And by the Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission. The Mount Hood Cable Regulatory Commission advocates on behalf of the public interest on communications policy issues at the local, state, and federal levels. Community Hotline is
my documentary was more than I ever would have dreamed of doing.
This is a community media station.
It was phenomenal.
Ready, camera one.
What is it about this place that makes so many different people come together?
Ready, camera two.
Very professional, experienced people. You can use these industry standard pieces of equipment.
Ready, camera three. Take three.
You don't have to be rich to do this.
Open people's eyes to something they've never even thought of before.
Cool stuff happens. It becomes this community.
That's going to really change who's telling the stories and who's controlling the messaging.